So I'm just going to do a look on Chloe, which is going to be a red lipstick look. Have you taken your lipstick off?
No.
Yeah, let's go. It's going to be like a 1940s to 1960s look. I think Adele wore it at the Baftas. So really strong line in the eye, not much else in the eye, and then really red lips. And just really nice dewy skin. So you should take all makeup now.
Yep, there you go.
I'm just going to put some... I've got this new moisturiser, I'm going to put this on first. This is Olay Complete Care Radiant Glow. It's really, really good. It comes out quite white, but it's got a shimmer to it. You won't be able to see it on there. But it smells gorgeous. I'm just going to put this on. It'll go on better with a brush. So I want a lot of moisturiser because we want a dewy look. I'm not going to put much powder on either. So I want this everywhere. Does that feel nice?
Feels lovely.
I know you like having your makeup done anyway.
I love having my makeup done. And this will be a new look because I've never had red lipstick before.
Have you not?
No, be a new one for me.
We're wearing it all the time now.
You know?
Red lipstick is something that anyone can wear depending on... Because some things you can wear only depending on your hair colour. But red lipstick works with everyone. Now when you've got that everywhere you want, just move it in your fingers. Make sure it's in all places. Your skin looks really good just with that one.
Thank you.
That's the sunbirds, that.
Chic.
Now I'm going to put a bit of primer on. It's the number 7 Shine Free. I don't want the whole face to be shine free, so I'm just going to put it on the areas that you need it. So this is going to be... Just keep your eyes close to me. This is going to be the eyes. Just so to keep the makeup on the eyes. A bit on the nose. And with primer it's better to use your fingers because you can get into other places. So the nose is where everyone shows a bit of redness, so you put it in the front, around the sides and just underneath. And as well, a lot of people touch the nose throughout the day, so makeup comes off quite quickly. A bit on the chin, because if you lean on your chin, and that's where your makeup comes off. And then can you just open your eyes and look up for me? I'm just going to put a little bit underneath, which is going to make the concealer stick a bit more. This is Chloe, by the way. She's my brother's girlfriend. I was going to say boyfriend then. Sorry.
It's alright, I'll let you off.
And there we go. So skin's looking nice already. I'm going to put some concealer on now. I am going to use the MAC Select Cover Up. It's because this colour pretty much works on everyone. This is NW25, and I'm just going to pat it on my finger. You don't need a lot with this, it's quite a strong one. And I put it underneath the foundation because it is that strong. So I'm just going to pat a bit on the nose. Can you look up for me? A bit under the eye. Close your eye. A little bit on top and in the corner. Same in the other eye. Close. That's it. And if you just leave it set for a minute, it'll last longer. A bit on the chin, and then I usually put some on the lips, but I might just put foundation on them. Just because using red lipstick, it'll last longer. Is your hand hurting? Yep. So I'm just going to blend this in now with just a normal foundation brush. Just let me know if I hurt you at any point.
No, don't worry, you won't hurt me.
I like doing makeup on other people.
I like people doing my makeup.
So you can do mine all the time if you want to.
No.
I like it in MAC. I don't always like how they do it, but they spend so much time when you make makeup. So for Chloe's skin, she's got a tan at the moment. So I'm going to mix two colours. I've got this MAC Studio Sculpt, which is a really good coverage. It's got an SPF 15 as well, which is what you need. And I recently found out you need to start wearing some anti-wrinkle cream when you reach your 20s. So this goes towards it. So that's in NC20. And I'm going to mix it with this one, because that's quite a thick one. This is Clinique it's called, you can see how much I've used it, it's called Even Better. And it's a really thin one. It's good for your skin. It's got an SPF 15 as well. And this is in sand. And this is a bit darker than the last one, so I'm going to mix the two together. I don't think I've ever used one colour foundation in my life. I always mix them. You could mix a bit of bronzer in if you wanted, but I don't want it to be shimmery. I just want it to be sheer. I'm not going to put a lot on, because again, I don't want it to be overpowering. Actually, I'm going to mix a bit of the Olay moisturiser in with it, just so it's a little less thick. I want it to look more like a tinted moisturiser, or feel like a tinted moisturiser and look like one, but still have quite a good coverage. It's quite a good colour, isn't it?
I'm sure it is.
So I'm just putting it on with a brush. Always blend it out from the middle outwards.
It feels lovely, it feels really light.
Does it? Good. I usually always mix a bit of moisturiser with my foundation, just it makes it go on better, it makes it last longer. So, I'm just gonna so I usually put it on with a brush, make sure you get it wherever you need it, and then I blend it in a bit more with my fingers in the places that need it most. I probably wouldn't spend this much time doing my own makeup because it's someone else. I feel like I'll make the extra effort. Yeah, that's really nice colour on your skin. So just keep putting it on until you're happy with the coverage. It's not thick, so it's not going to clog up your pores. Just going to use my fingers to blend it in places where it's not blended properly. Does that feel like a foundation?
No, it feels lovely, it feels really light, and again, like you said about pores, your skin can still breathe through because it's a moisturiser.
Now I'm just going to put it on your lips, okay? Just to take the colour out of them, because we're going to put in a red on in a bit, and it'll stick better if you've got that. So you look a bit dead at the moment. But it will be when I come up soon. So I'll put a bit of colour on you now. I'm going to put a tiny bit of powder on just to set it. Powder means it'll stay on for longer. This is just the Clinique one. So you put powder on the places where you get shiny, so that's going to be your forehead, not your head, forehead, nose, so T-zone, chin, bottom of the cheekbones. I don't usually put it on top because you want the top of the cheekbones to be nice and dewy. If you lean on your hands a lot, I would put this everywhere because it'll stop it coming off so much. I'm going to put a bit on the eyes to stop all the concealer coming off. And it just blends all the colour in as well. Now for this I'm going to do quite a high cheekbone. So I'm going to use a Clinique bronzer. This is a light to medium palette. It's called Almost Bronzer because it's not as harsh as most bronzers. It's got two colours and I just usually mix the two. It comes with a brush. So I'm going to mix the two. Just take that way a bit for me. So Chloe's got quite good cheekbones anyway. I'm just going to go from the top of her cheekbone down to her mouth. I'm just going to keep doing it until I get a nice colour. I don't want it too dark, I'm just trying to get a nice cheekbone shape. So I'm just building in like a shadow almost. Turn it away from me. And I'm going to put some highlighter on the top in a minute. You want it to look really like you've not got anything on your cheeks. You make it a lot easier because you've got lovely cheekbones.
Thank you.
So I'm just going to blend that in with my brush. And I do have, a second, I brought a new highlighter today, but don't worry. So I'm going to use this Topshop one, which is a powder. I don't usually like trying the powder ones, I like the liquid ones. It's just a cheap one from Topshop, it's about £8. So I'm going to use this brush because it'll make it easier. Put some on, tap it off, and then just put it on top of the cheekbones. From the top of the cheekbones, from where you put the bronzer down to the nose, to this angle of the nose. So you have it? It's lovely. And the other side, turn that way. And this just really makes the cheekbones stand out. And then I'm just going to put a little bit centre of the forehead, down the centre of the nose, and centre of the chin. That's just contouring. Just makes everything look symmetrical. And then I'm going to put a bit of this under the brow bone to make that stand out as well, because you want all the bits that are bony to stand out. Got lovely eyebrows.
Thank you.
And I'm going to put a little bit in the centre of the eye, just to widen it, because a light colour in the middle widens it. You know that, don't you?
I do.
You've done my makeup before.
Oh yeah.
So now I'm going to put a really light colour on the eye. So I'm going to use this YSL palette, and it doesn't say what colour it is, but the top one is quite pale. You can use any colour like that. I'm going to put it over the whole eye, just to make it a uniform colour really, and just to make it matte. It's got a tiny bit of shimmer in, but that just gives it a bit of depth. You don't want too much glitter in. This is quite, and you want the eyes to be quite natural. I'm going to put a tiny bit of the brown just on the edge and tap it off into the crease. You don't really want to be able to tell you've got this on. It's just to give some definition. So in the crease, up to the brow bone and out to the side, and just blend it into the middle so you can't see any lines. Can you see that on there?
Yeah, just about.
I've not got a lot, and you can see it in real life. There's not a lot there, it's just to add definition. Now, I'll do your eyebrows and then I'll do your eyeliner. I hate doing eyeliner on other people.
No.
So I'm using this Brows of Go kit. I do use a pencil sometimes, but I find it harder to use, so it's just got a little brush with it. It's a bit messed up because I've used this for years. So I'm just going to keep to the shape you've got for now, because you've got lovely eyebrows. So always fill in the eyebrows you've got first, and if you want to change the shape you can do afterwards. There's this new thing actually called, have you heard of HG brows?
No.
HD brows. They're they do your eyebrows by plucking, and then they dye all the little hairs above and below. You know, to make your eyebrows any shape you want.
I think you were telling me about this.
It costs like £40 and it only lasts a month, but it looks amazing.
That'd be really good, that, because I have quite a lot of blonde hairs, and that's mainly through threading as well, do you know, because they kind of thread through random places around your
hurts, doesn't
eyebrow.
it? Threading was worse than getting tattooed.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just weird.
Because I found, threading really hurts.
You've had it done? It's really painful.
But I don't think plucking even remotely hurts.
Plucking doesn't, but threading, they're literally, it's like they're putting a razor through you.
That's what it feels like, a
It's
razor
horrible.
going through your eye.
I enjoy plucking, so I'm never going to get anyone else to pay to do it.
I love having my eyebrows waxed. I find that really relaxing.
Oh, you've got a weird thing about relaxing. So I'm just going over the normal. I like your eyebrows, so I'm not going to change them. I'm just going to go with the normal.
So they're quite high. They've always been like that, even since a kid. I've never changed the shape of my eyebrows.
You're lucky. So you've got lovely eyebrows. Always do the eyebrows because it makes a massive difference to the face. Now I'm going to use a liquid eyeliner. Doesn't matter which one you use, but I tend to use the one that's a pot and a brush. I'm just going to clean my brush. Because it lasts longer and it's easier to put on. Because it's thick, it's not like a liquid. So I'm just going to put it on the brush, tap a bit off. I'm not sure this has ever gone right when I've done it on a person. So just keep your eyes very still for me. So I usually start in the middle and just work my way out. Slowly.
Sorry.
Sorry. And then go further in. Try and keep it the same length. If you're going to spend time on anything, make sure it's this. So the further in you go in the eye, the thinner you want it. Let me know if I hurt you at any point. So make sure it's straight is the main thing. So then I'm just going to, when you get to the middle, just pull it out a bit more. Make it a bit thicker. It doesn't have to be neat now because you're just getting a shape. And then keep going along, making the line thicker. And when you get to the end, just put a little bit further out than the lash line. Open your eye for me. Open. So that's the kind of shape we're going for. I'm going to go over that again in a minute. Just look up for me. I'm just going to put this in yet more like that. There you go. So over there. So I'm just going to go over that again because it's not as dark as you want it, but that's the shape we're going for. So it's thin in the middle, and as you go further out, it's bigger and bigger. You see that? Close your eye, Chloe. There we go. So I'm going to go over it again just to make it a bit thicker and a bit darker. Try not to touch your face because I've already put your makeup on. The thicker it is, the better it looks, but if you want it more natural, just do it a little bit thinner. Usually mine end up really thick, so I made a mistake, so I just keep making them thicker and thicker as I go out. There you go, open. That's it, I'm going to do the same with the other eye. I'm going to attempt to do the same with the other eye. Probably not going to match.
I'm exactly the same. If I've done a mistake, it always ends up being really thick.
Yeah, it's just easier, isn't it, to correct, to make it bigger. You've got lots of eyelashes. They're really thick. Makes this a little bit difficult. It's more difficult on this side. My mum makes me do her makeup every time we go out. And she always insists that I do her eye makeup, but she can't keep her eyes still.
It's so nerve-wracking doing your mum's eye makeup.
She doesn't keep her eyes still, does she?
Because the first time she asked me to put false eyelashes on her as well, and that was just really scary.
She's a nightmare. She just doesn't keep shy with me. She will not keep still, and then she complains when the line's not straight. You always find one eye harder than the other. So again, I'm just trying to keep the line straight, which is proving a little bit hard on this one. There's so much stuck on it, that's why.
It's always the way, it's always one eye.
If it's not as straight as you want it to be, you can always go over it with a bit of pencil. Not eyeliner pencil. Which will make it stay on longer. And just makes it a bit darker as well. But it does, if you do that, it does smudge easier as well. This one won't smudge all night once it's dried. It might sweat off sometimes, so I do take it to a club, but you usually don't bother putting any more on. Just like that, Sophie?
No, mine usually stays on. It's quite good,
Do
yeah.
you, oh, this is
the
yours,
same
isn't it?
one, yeah.
I'm always touching my eyes though. Just open your eye for me. And close. This is the best eyeliner I've ever used. I've used the MAC one, I've used all of them. And this is the best liquid one I can find. Open. There you go, so that's what the eyes are supposed to look like. And I would put false eyelashes on, but I don't have any at the moment. I'm going to put a bit of mascara on. Are you alright with putting mascara on?
Yeah, I'm fine.
So, just look down for me. This is just a Clinique one. High impact, it's the best one I've ever used. I've used expensive ones, I always come back to this one, it's only about £12 I think. So I'm just going to wiggle it up, because you've got quite blonde eyelashes, so I put quite a lot on. Dog's getting tired. So just open properly for me. So this you want to be quite natural, you don't want a lot of mascara on, but you do want the eyelashes to be quite dark. So I probably wouldn't put any mascara on usually, but I would put false eyelashes on. Just to make them longer. Not even as we thick ones, just to make them a bit longer. So the lips now. I haven't got a lipstick brush with me because I'm at home. So the one I'm going to use... the dog snoring. Oh, this is MAC Pro Longwear in So I'm just going to put this on the lip. I haven't got a lip liner, I don't think. Usually I would, but so I'm just going to make an outline with the brush. Does it tickle?
Yeah. My nose feels like I'm about to sneeze.
Eyeliner just usually stops it bleeding. So if you're on a long night, I'd wear eyeliner, but it doesn't matter here. And it's not steady. I think we've been eating too much sugar.
The shoulder's rubbing the chocolate.
Sorry, it's not
It's only the wrapper, I think.
Hi, you.
I've gone down.
Who's gonna move this?
She's gonna end up on your nose if you don't laughing. Eat the chocolate. I'm not bothered what she gets as long as she doesn't get all the chocolate.
She won't eat it, will she?
What is it?
Foil.
No.
My cat would eat that.
So I'm just going with the natural lip line, the brush, and then filling it in. Making sure both sides are even. So just to get a shape first of all. Doesn't matter if you mess up. Chloe's got lovely lips. Have you worn red lipstick before?
No, never.
You'll want it, don't you? This is a good colour because it suits anyone. I think Chanel have made a colour as well. I think it's just called Rouge. And it's literally, they spent years developing it. I think it's the same colour Marilyn Monroe wore because it just goes with anything. Any colour hair, any colour skin. This is as close to it as I could get without spending about £40 on a lipstick. Because they go so quick, I don't see the point in spending that much. Did you do this for me? That's it, this one actually.
I think Dog wants more chocolate.
Dog's not allowed more chocolate, are you? No. So I don't want to put too much on because I don't want to overpower it. This is quite a strong anyway. And it does feel quite sticky because it's one of those ones that stay on for like 12 hours. And it does actually stay on for 12 hours. Cara's multitasking, taking a picture of the dog.
It's a better photo than it.
So I've got the red on now. I'm just going to put a bit of the darker colour on because I do like red, but... Oh dear, I've just got to turn the wall. Oh dear.
Oh
Mum's on
dear.
holidays, you won't know. So this is just Revlon 663 in Vaba Violet. I'm just going to put a tiny bit on because I like red lipstick, but I think it's better if it's a bit darker. So I'm just going to put the dark bit in the middle of the lip and then work it out. It's not going to make too much of a difference, it's just going to make sure it's not too red. You can just keep it red if you want, I just think sometimes red can be a bit boring. So it doesn't make much of a difference. You like your dark lipstick anyways, don't you?
I don't.
You like me. Although I go a bit too far sometimes, I tend to wear lipstick so dark it's nearly black.
Wow.
Just put your lips together a little bit. Do this. That's it. And put a bit more. Whose stomach was that?
Mine.
I don't know, but you just nearly made me laugh.
I'm just going to put a bit of Vaseline on. Not much because it'll make the colour come off. But I'm just going to use...
get away.
So, no! I'm just using the same brush. To give a bit of a shine. And at the same time, I'm going to use a bit of the Vaseline on the cheeks. A tiny bit. Just add it over the highlighter. And this gives them a bit of more shine. And I do this last because sometimes you can smudge your makeup quite easily with Vaseline, and once you've stopped messing with your makeup, you don't really go back and touch your face more. So I'm just passing it on, I'm not rubbing it, because if you rub it, you're going to rub the makeup off. There you go. So all done.